Hi everyone, Liz here with Garden Happy. In today's video, I'm going to start some seeds in my new Dollar Tree stackable containers. I have two sizes, both large and small. So the seeds I'm going to be planting today are oregano, cilantro, and lettuce. Don't you just love the little cilantro seeds? They're so easy to handle. Whereas the lettuce seeds, they're so small they could just blow away in the wind. And of course, my dog Rosie is going to be supervising the whole thing. So while I'm filling up these containers with soil, let me just say that I love these stackable containers from the Dollar Tree. You know, I know that probably after this year they're gonna fade, but for the cheap price, I wasn't expecting something, you know, that is gonna last forever. So I think they're really fun. I got two different sizes, a medium size and a very small size. I normally don't buy garden soil, but for starting seeds, I figured I would treat myself to a new bag because I know fresh garden soil that you pay for is usually very fluffy. So I just figured it would be really good for starting these new seeds. Otherwise, I would use compost from my chicken coop or compost that I made in the ground in buckets, or sometimes just even right out of my garden because my garden is filled with wonderful soil. But I'm gonna enjoy this bag that I purchased. Hopefully it'll be the only one this year. No, it's not a toy for you. Go. No. Poor Rosie, she always wants to play, and when she sees me gardening, she knows I'm doing something extra fun and she can't understand why she can't do it with me. So she just tried to run away with one of my little containers. Oh well, you can't help a dog for trying, right? Okay, now that I got my containers filled with this nice, soft, and very expensive garden soil, it's time to plant my seeds. I think I'm going to start with lettuce. I'll be sure to sprinkle about 10 seeds in each cell because I know not all seeds germinate, so this way it will increase my chances that I'll get at least 1 or 2 good plants in each cell. It's so funny because whenever I'm gardening, I don't even realize half the time that Rosie is trying to get my attention. It's not until after I start editing these videos and watching them for myself that I really see that she was right there smelling me or running off with items. It really just cracks me up. And I know sometimes she gets in trouble, but I don't know why, but I think that's funny too. Don't worry, there were no roosters harmed in this video. Rosie and Mohawk do this every day, and it's actually become quite an amusing game for both of them. Okay, now I'm going to pat down the seeds on the soil and give them a good watering. The reason why I pat down the seeds and don't bury them is because seeds that are planted too deep in the ground sometimes grow into weak and feeble seedlings, or they won't germinate at all, because if they're buried too far under the surface of the soil, the seeds may not get the light required to sprout. So I like to mimic Mother Nature and pretend that the seeds just fell off the mother plant. And just by watering them in, that sets the seeds in the soil as well without having to bury them. Once again, that's mimicking Mother Nature. Seeds drop and then it rains. So far so good. Now it's time to plant seeds in my smaller stackable containers. And for those of you who don't know, this is my husband Grizz. He decided to join me for a while and give Rosie a little attention just to keep her out of my hair for a few minutes. She sure loves her daddy. Every morning when I bring Grizz breakfast outside, because he always eats in his shop, he always saves a little bit for Rosie, so she knows whenever she sees him, she's going to get something extra special. Maybe sometimes it's not food, but it'll always be a belly rub. Okay, back to planting my seeds. In these smaller containers, first I'm going to plant some cilantro and then oregano. Now I know some people like to pre-soak their seeds in order to increase germination. That's wonderful, but I also know that here in California, we're expecting some rain for the next couple of weeks, so I'm confident that the seeds I'm planting today are going to stay nice and moist. Oh my goodness, these seeds are so small I can barely see them. I'm probably putting about 100 different seeds in each cell, but that's okay. It'll be fun to see how many pop up, and if too many of them do, I'll just weed out and pluck out the weaker ones until one strong little seedling remains. So it's okay. I mean, for a couple bucks, I got thousands of seeds if I overplant. It's not the end of the world. After all, a garden should always be fun and never stressful. So me personally, I don't care what other people do or what the rule book says. I just do whatever makes my heart happy. And I sincerely hope that you feel the same way in your garden too. That's your happy place. So who cares what other people do? If you're doing something that makes you happy, hey, that's all that matters. So I hope you'll continue to experiment, have fun, try new things, and never be scared to fail, because that's how we learn. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.